The problem is that there is a lot of negativity still from some people who are very upset by the success of this project, of this program. The president has been categorical, and he has put his step or foot on the pedal. We as implementers, we have enjoyed great support from His Excellency the President, including very deep conversations about the pricing, about the sizes, and about discussions to ensure that the target group, there is no way you can get 2 housing units. If you have money, please, you are not the target. Your target is not affordable or social. Your area is the market, because the market is basically, and I would like my brother, the journalist who has asked about the sizes, I would want to look for our market sizes. They are still more or less half the cost of the ordinary market, and the sizes are good and comfortable. I mean, what maybe you are talking about. But this, I could live in here. They are cute. The environment is good. We will do the entire landscaping and ensure that also security wall is tight and neat. The naysayers. The other day I was very saddened by former Deputy President's statements. He has forgotten that he was part of the team. He has forgotten that he has launched some of these projects himself, alone or jointly with His Excellency the President. And he was our champion. Were his eyes closed that time? Let us be candid and honest, even at that high level. I want to urge former Deputy President, respectively, to be candid and tell Kenyans that here I'm employing 160,000 people, youth, that cement industry is benefiting from this, and we have shops throughout the country. These are contractors that we give this work. Where is the president coming in construction of our houses? The procurement is public. So for somebody at the level of my deputy president, former deputy president, to tell Kenyans that there is somewhere my ministry is sitting behind the scenes and making some illegal contracts, I would want him to tell the ESCC where is that, who happened to be there, so that then they can help me to deal with that as a corruption issue. The procurement is at my office. We take full responsibility of the process of procurement. The contractor buys his own materials. And I'm sure in this place, there are people who are supplying stone and sand. There are mamambogas who are cooking for our workers. I do not agree with him that one day, when the next government comes, because that's the critical statement, that this housing will stop. Can I promise Kenyans that governments work in succession? Governments work in succession. This is not a personal project for Alice Wahome. Tomorrow I will not be the minister. The president will not be the president tomorrow. But the program belongs to Kenyans. Kenyans have invested. Kenyans will have bought homes. Are you telling Kenyans that if you became the president, then you will stop Kenyans from owning this home? By 2027, I believe I will be having maybe close to the 1 million housing units. So you will say today, on one stroke of a pen, from your statement, it means you will also, as a president that time or whoever you will be, you will also be dictatorial. Then you will also be not consultative. My friend, we are building these things with an act of parliament. You would have to go to parliament, tell the parliamentarians to remove the program from Kenyans. You will come with that bill to Kenyans. to give you approval to evict them from their homes. I can tell you that is a dream. I don't see that one happening. And if it does, then it is bad leadership. You are promising bad leadership. There are very many projects this government is doing from the previous government. Be they roads, be they schools, be they hospitals, be they the Mau Mau roads, be they the markets, ESPs. We have taken a legacy from the previous governments. And there is no way we are going to kill projects because of one single person. Out of question. My dear brother, you are now losing it. I think engage Kenyans towards development, towards better planning if you have. Tell Kenyans how you will improve their lifestyles, their living conditions, their cost of food. Then they will take you seriously. Obviously, the cost of food has gone down today. Cost of unga, cost of sugar, cost of cooking oil, cost of fuel. So that transport has gone down. Tell Kenyans we have employed 70,000 teachers for once. Tell Kenyans inflation has dropped from 9 point to 2.7. Yeah? Bana Machakos is hot, eh? Munakaanga hivi. Naona nyinyi wote muna sweat mpaka sasa hata waziri. That's the end of the press conference. Swali ya mwisho, please. I have now closed on the housing, isn't it? Your question was on? Basically, what you have seen, I have just done a quick round for inspection, touring to see the readiness for us in respect of this project to give it out to the public. Is one of our first projects. In fact, this is our initial design, ground plus 4, but by and large, as we moved on to save on the land, we have been now changing our design and converting the initial design to ground plus 9, and in other places, depending on the site and the land, we have ground plus 14 up to ground plus 20 in different places. So we are preparing this site for handover, and we expect that we will be able to get the visitation during that launch, commissioning of His Excellency the President, so that we can release the units to the public. Among other units that we will be releasing in the first quarter of this year, meaning when I talk the quarter, not financial quarter, but this quarter of 2025, the first quarter up to April, we intend to release to the public between 4,000 and 5,000 housing units of different sizes. And the typologies or the types of houses, speaking from Machakos, I want to remind Kenyans that we have studio, we have a 2-bedroom, we have 3-bedroom, and we have 1-bedroom. But the typologies, in terms of our category, we have social, affordable, and market. We have social, affordable, and market. The difference between those three is, one, the size of the unit by measurement, and the price. Of course, the smaller the size, the less price that you pay. Most important is that these houses that we call social and affordable are within the reach of Kenyans. The ones that we target, the low income category of Kenyans in terms of income. And they are there, they are the majority. And they could not access decent housing. And our mandate as a national government is to ensure that Kenyans are living within decent housing. Affordable housing, therefore, becomes the program to address the constitutional mandate in Article 43 that requires the state. And when they say the state, it also includes the county government. What is hot about, one, I'm building several registries countrywide. We have a registry in Wahome because it's part of devolution. And we will be moving, not the registry in Machakos, we will be moving registration for Makueni from Machakos because it was not there, to Makwe, land registration to Makueni. The registry here will stay. We are also building a registry in Mavoko with the assistance of the governor, Machakos County. Any documentation that may have an issue, may it be boundary issues, that is not necessarily registration, land registration issue. But we are able to tell where your documents should reside. I mean, that's the work of my technical teams, so that there is no conflict. I think there is a general fear that I'm closing either here and taking titles, documents, registration work of Machakos County to Makueni, far from the truth. So, Konza documents, I know registration of titles, some have been in Nairobi for reasons of the regime under which they are registered. But as we convert them into blocks, they are now moving into their local registries. So if your title is in Konza or around there, the technical teams will be able to tell you which is your adjudication section, and you will remain in your adjudication section. Sometimes within the county, there is only one registry. And that's why the need for people not to go far. So there is no way I'm removing you if you are in Konza and you are going to Makueni, Sijui, where, Wahome. Wahome will have its own work. And we will look through and see what needs to remain in Makueni and what needs to remain in Machakos. But don't put me into those disputes. Zenu hapa mimi si kukuja siasa, nimekuja kazi ya affordable housing na kazi ya registry, kazi ya titling. Nitakuja siku ingine, lakini I appreciate the partnership of Governor Wavinya and also Governor Mutura Kironzo, my learned friend. Sawa sawa. Should be 600 shillings per day. We have, of course, increased the number, the work for architects, for engineers, both electrical, civil engineers, structural engineers. We have artisans, masons, and we have a very special category to us, the Juakari sector, that are the ones doing our doors, the welding, fixing our windows and doors is the work of our Juakari sector. So we intend to promote that in a very big way. And the government has put aside 4.5, through this program, 4.5 billion to ensure that as we do these houses, is not the big contractor that you know or Kenyans are used to benefiting. Is that we are building skills for our ordinary artisans. I can take another question.
Most of the residents